So my neighbor gave me the brilliant idea of taking some shoes from a thrift store and tearing them apart by the stitches and seeing how they're made, look at the pattern and things like that. And for those of you that don't know, I have been getting into cobbling, which is just a term for shoemaking. I don't know where it comes from. Hadn't really done research on the origin of the word, but I have been doing research on how to make shoes and how to develop a pattern. And I'm like, what better way to get familiar with the way patterns are than to take a shoe, rip it apart, and see how it's made. And kind of see how I can even piece together my own pattern based on what style I like, you know? So I went to the thrift store, bought these shoes, which are not cheap. It's like $15, man. Come on, dude. Like, I've been to places you can get a pair of Louis Vuittons or whatever for like $5. I don't know. Anyways, these shoes are like, the quality is super cheap. I don't even think the leather is real. It's probably like fake leather. But there's a lot of gluing, a lot of stitching. It looks easy, but this was not easy to do. I kind of ripped some of the shoe apart doing this, which I kind of feel bad for, but this is also my first time ever doing something like this. So, you know, you got to give me credit for doing something like this. I'd never done anything like this before. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to check out and price some leather to see, you know, what I can make. The first pair of shoes I'm going to make is for me. The reason I got into cobbling was my foot I wear a size 13 triple E, and I've also had 2 reconstructive foot surgeries on my right foot due to Charcot foot. Look that up. Basically, all the bones in my foot broke, and my foot is misshapen. It looks like a potato. So my foot is even more misshapen. It's just tough to walk in regular shoes. And so they have to give me orthopedic shoes. Orthopedic shoes are ugly. And they're just ugly. Like, I got a pair of them. They look like shoes that NBA basketball players used to wear like in the 50s, like, or before Chuck Taylors came out. You know, those just leather boot. They just don't look good. I'm just like, dude, I can't rock this, you know, with everything. And I want style, man. I need style. So I'm like, you know, why don't I make my own shoe that fits me, that it doesn't hurt when I walk, so it's somewhat orthopedic and it's stylish. And I'm like, you know what, let me do that. And also, I even went as far as getting my own brand made. I got an electric branding iron with my own brand on it, IDG, for I am Dave Gregory. And I'm pretty excited to make my first shoe. It's probably going to be a boot kind of shoe. And then I'm also going to make a dress shoe. You know, like some dope dress shoes. I mean, if I could find alligator skin, that'd be, you know, crocodile. I would love to do that. That'd be really, really dope. But yeah, I'm really interested in the cobbling. You know, I'm going this far. This is not even just like a hobby. Like, this is not just like a fly-by-night hobby. I'm actually super interested in this. And mainly because it's such an artistic art form that is dying, or that, yeah, and you know, some people have different schools of philosophy on what they say about cobbling, but it's not common. It's not a hobby that people pick up that often, or if they do, they don't keep with it. I don't know. I got tools, but I still need to get some more tools. Or like I'm using this, it feels like it's a skiving knife, but I don't think it is. I know this video makes it look like what I'm doing is easy because it's super sped up, but this is not easy. It was not easy. It was actually pretty exhausting ripping this part out just to get the pattern of the back for it. I tried doing it while trying to maintain the integrity of the stitching the best I could, but you know, this is my first time ever doing something like this. But I know when I first make my first shoe, I am going to document everything, and yeah, and I'm like super excited. It's gonna be dope, and if I get good enough, I'll even make shoes to order. Just know that they will be pretty expensive because they're gonna be handmade. They're not manufactured. This is just one dude hand stitching everything, gluing everything, and yeah, it's gonna be quality products, and I'm gonna do my best to learn as much as I can about cobbling. I'm really, really excited. I can't even tell you, man. I've been looking into this for some time now, and my friend, she makes fun of me because she's like, "You're bipolar." And I guess one of the things with people with bipolar is that they'll get really into something and then they'll drop it. They'll just drop it like that. I have a tendency to do that. I just don't want it to happen with this. I really hope that I stick with this because it seems like a really cool hobby, and it seems like a really interesting way to make some money.